Shout out to Fani Willis. That's right. They came for Fani Willis, all those flying monkeys. They were everywhere, all over her, just trying to defame her, take her down. And you know what? The flying monkeys missed. And now the predecessor is probably pissed. And you know what? I'm really proud of Fani for hanging in there. She has really suffered a blow. But you know, they keep talking about her integrity. But what about the person that's whose integrity that we really need to be addressing right here? 6 days ago on Bill Maher's show, Robert De Niro said the predecessor was a malignant narcissist. That's right, a malignant narcissist. Now, I didn't see that behavior in Fani Willis. I didn't see it at all. But you know, maybe De Niro didn't really have time to explain what a malignant narcissist is. But I tell you what, I got my yellow piece of paper there. I'm going to play like I'm Patrick Baker Davis because he has his papers and I got my yellow board. And I'm highly motivated by that color. I'm highly motivated by a yellow pen. And I'm highly motivated by this knife right here, an X-Acto knife. Shout out to my girl. She know who I'm talking about. But anyway, getting back to that malignant narcissist, that De Niro didn't have a chance to explain. I'm going to go down my list, and I'm going to tell you what Fani was up against. And those behaviors, now, that tape might have been 6 days ago, but that behavior is constantly rolling. It has not stopped. And that's why I'm saying is, y'all always talk about what's trending. Well, that's trending too. And it's not going to stop trending because we got P. Diddy in the gang over there, and theirs is trending also. So getting back to what Robert De Niro said about the malignant narcissist, he didn't take it all the way out, but I will. Now, I said I got my list here. A malignant narcissist, okay, they ain't got no empathy, and they sure ain't got no integrity. But let's go down the list. They are self-important, what they call grandiosity. They exaggerate their achievements and their talents. They ain't got no talents. We know that. We know they exaggerate because you saw what happened with Fani Willis. They believe they're superior and entitled. That's right. They got special treatment. Why would they get special treatment? Why? With no integrity and no empathy. They don't need no special treatment. They need to be, as he say, lock her up. Now, they show lack of empathy. They can't put themselves in somebody else's shoes. No, they can't do that. You know why? Because there's just an emptiness, a dark hole, no feeling, no reason for communications. They don't want to communicate with you because they communicate inside of their head. That's right. They're internal and you're external. Remember that. If you don't remember anything else about them, remember that they are definitely inside their head, acting out everything. King, ding, dong, in the mind. Okay? They exploit and they manipulate behaviors. They're envious of others and believe others are envious of them. Now, you saw that play out in Fani Willis' case. The flying monkeys came after, and they're going to continue to come after. And they're going to continue to say, well, you know what? Okay, Fani needs to recruit herself because her reputation. Well, you didn't say that about Kavanaugh, and you sure didn't say it about Clarence Thomas, so why should she recruit herself? And they got that same type of behavior. Shout out to the men in black. Okay? So, we're going to go to being arrogant. They look down on people. And the rules don't apply to them. No, they're haughty. That's what that means. Haughty-taughty. It don't apply to me because you're beneath me. You're not above me. You never will be. You're beneath me. That's how they feel. And shout out to Robert. I really appreciate you saying this, Robert. I really do. But I said, when he said that, I said, oh, I got to go get my pen and paper. Because people say the pen is mightier than the sword. Now, they are extreme sensitive to criticism or perceived insults. They think people are belittling them, and they're not. It's unintended. They may say something, and they take it as an offense. They take it personally. They use and abuse others for personal gain. Michael Cohen, are you still out there? You know that feeling. And I'm not trying to rub it in, Michael, but you learned your life lesson. Shout out to you, Michael Cohen. I'm proud of you to this day. Now, they blame others for their mistakes and failures. Good God. Excuse me. That's a long list of people. And as my girls say with the yellow pen, I could do that all day with that list, but we have other things to cover. Now, they lack remorse and guilt. They don't know what that is. Because like I said, they're inside their head. So whatever's happening to them, they feel like, you know what? This is what we do. Guilty about what? No, that guilt's going to be on you. You're going to jail, not me. You're my flying monkey. You need me. You're my supply. I'm demanding you to take this person out. And that's what they tried to do with Fani. They have the inability for lasting relationship. Let me stop right there. Well, shout out to Fani. You know, however this went down, you was holding down a relationship with Nathan Wade. And I'm not trying to be funny about it. You know, you all seem to have a pretty good relationship, a pretty good understanding. And he did step down for democracy. And I appreciate his letter too. But we have somebody on the other end. They didn't step down. We've been trying to get him out. And what happened? His wife won't even hold his hand. No, he out there trying to do what? Grab people's vaginal parts and pay off hush-hush money to my girl, the star P Valley. Shout out to her too. Now you have charm and charisma to manipulate and control others. I do not like charming people, okay? When they get a little bit too charming, I get skeptic. And I run for cover. So if anybody's around you that's a little bit too charming, it is what it is. They are too charming and they're coming after you. All right? They're easily angered and resort to aggression. We see that constantly. Every time he leave the courtroom, he's angry. He's out there doing what? Saying how everybody is doing what? It's their fault, not his fault. Everybody is against him. And he's making that public service announcement out in front of that courtroom so that they can take his side. A pathological liar and deceit. Now, how many lies have he told? You remember?
About 900 lies.
Is it how many lies, Ken?
About 900.
I didn't know that many lies could be told. That's a lifetime of lies for me. And that's a lot. And guess what? He haven't stopped lying, have he? All right, that's my point exactly. When they say pervasive pattern of self-centeredness, pervasive meaning widespread, just like the word malignant. Malignant is widespread, cancerous, and if they're self-centered, it's everywhere. You can see it. It's blatant. It's all around you. It'll choke you. It'll smother you to death. He need for constant admiration and attention. Well, what do you think, Boo?
He needs that. He's sucking the energy.
He sucks the energy out of everything and everybody. And it's kiss the ring. Everybody has to bend down and kiss the ring. Or kiss his foot. Or kiss his whatever. But he have to have it. He got to have it. He have a tendency to project his own negative traits on others. And we're looking at that right now. Across the board. Everything that I listed here, that's what the flying monkeys are for. Because once he got them up in the air and doing his bidding, that's those negative traits. That's what they believe in. They actually believe that after they do his bidding, he's going to what? He's going to come to their rescue. Michael, you better tell him to call you up so you can tell him how this really works, okay? Now, that he has difficulty regulating emotions and he's impulsive. Let's just say he out of control. And he ain't gonna never get in control. And he really is a 3-year-old. And the bottom line is, you know what the bottom line is? The bottom line is, you ain't figured it out? I don't know if I should tell you. But I read it to you. And once again, that impulsivity, what the bottom line is, he's going to make the same mistake over and over and over. You all see it? I didn't want to tell you all that, but everything we're going through now, every time we go to court, every time you get out in the street, the same mistake is made over and over and over again, and he ain't going to stop doing it. He's not going to stop doing it. So, there you have it. Unwillingness to take responsibility for others. Michael, I hate to keep calling your name out, but you know, it always comes to my mind when I think about what happened to you. That was really a shame. But I know you learned your life lesson. And all the people coming up that's doing his bidding, they're going to learn his lesson too, because he's not going to take responsibility for you either. Now, I don't care what you do, how you do it, how much you kiss the ring, or his backside. That's his backside. And when you get through doing all that for him, he's going to move somewhere else. He's going to turn into a chameleon. He's going to find some more supply. He's going to be like on demand for TV. And here we go again. Because one thing about a malignant narcissist or any narcissist, their whole game is to get rid of you. That's right. Get rid of you because they don't need you. But what you got to learn is that you don't need them. And if you don't figure that out, the consequences going to be high for you. Now, that I said that, okay, on the list of the American Psychiatric Association, on the DSM-5, is it 5 or 4?
It's DSM-5 now.
Yeah, it's DSM-5. Well, they said 5 out of 9 of these characteristics can be put this person on a chart, can list him as a malignant narcissist. No, we're not doctors, but we have lived around a lot of people, and we've seen this behavior over and over and over again. And what happens is that person puts you on trial constantly when you're not the person that's wrong. They make you look like you the villain. They send their flying monkeys after you. And they try to drag you through the mud. And like him, delay through all the dragging. But I can't understand why we're not addressing and calling this behavior out. Like I said, for me, not Republican, not Democrat, because if that's the case, is it Ken Buck? Ken Buck just denounced, saying, you know, I'm through doing the Biden investigation. Didn't Pence just say, you know what?
I'm not going to endorse him for president.
All right, that's all I'm saying. So the bottom line here is that on this list, the yellow that I'm highly motivated by, if I hear the word, if I hear any type of behavior that comes out, I will be on here making a video about it. Because one thing, we don't read. We can do TikTok, and now they taking that away. That wasn't nothing but what, 15 or 60 seconds? And now you realize that's going to be gone. So you got to get out here and you got to really understand these behaviors, because we're going to lose everything with a person, not from EI, emotional intelligence, but from EI, empathy and integrity. And who's going to work with a country? Well, maybe Russia, maybe China, but I'm just saying we're not going to have that many allies if this keeps up. If it keeps up. So let somebody else name another behavior, and I will be on it. And Fani, You move full steam ahead. I know you got a lot on your plate today, and you know everybody gonna be pushing that mail and saying negative things about you, and you had a they think they watch your gasoline draws, but baby, you put your gasoline draws back on and you burn some people up. Be objective about it, because they're gonna say, well, she's getting back at. No, let revenge be his thing, because even one thing about everything that has happened in this case, it just gave a broader look of who this person really is. And like Robert De Niro said, he called it out. Yes, a malignant narcissist and a combination of other narcissistic behaviors. So hang in there, Fani. Shout out to Nathan. And I know it's not over because they're going to keep trying to drag you because that's what flying monkeys do. And whatever happens, you got some people out here that's pulling for you. You got people out here pulling for you. So get your head from between you. Well, we'll stop it right there. But on that note, it's time to go for the throat. And I believe that you can do it. I believe you can. So may this trial go forward. I hope it do. And if they want to talk about somebody's reputation being destroyed or you need to recruit yourself, baby, like I said, I'm waiting for Clarence Thomas to recruit himself. I'm waiting for Kavanaugh to recruit himself. They got the audacity to say, well, we hold the office of these attorneys at a higher regard. Well, you don't hold the Supreme Court at a higher regard? Well, okay. Okay, so what you basically saying is the Supreme Court is who they are, and you don't hold them at a high regard. And look what they just handed down a few days ago. So there you go. There you have it. Flying monkeys all over the place. And on that note, I'm out. And keep forging ahead, Fanny. And you too, Nathan. Shout out to both of you guys. And I'm out.